Set sails over the inline.
Here we go. Set. Can Lobo.
Here we go.
Slam, slam, slam. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Whip. Watch the whip. Say.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping. Hatches.
Prescott. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Gun.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's going to go down. and they sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set, hut, 8, read. We got double. Check it, hut.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Gordon, and he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. but that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Chargers.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Prescott down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Throwing again on second down. Lock. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Throwing on second down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make some...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, it's Gordon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's where you belong.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Coming. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out this far.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. On first down, Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. A little check down to Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Prescott to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the night, and the Broncos cut into that lead.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it's first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing again. Prescott on second and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There goes Melvin Gordon, past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 3 in the game, and 6 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Here we go. Set. Can Lobo. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hot, hot.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go, D.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So would that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1?
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, I know.